everybody, welcome back once again to my channel. We are now on week 4 of decluttering my entire house, aka the Minimise with Mel series. This week is the one that I have literally been dreading since we started. I have a huge attachment to books and today is going to be a hard day, but it's something that needs to be done. I am decluttering my bookshelf. So this bookshelf that I'm standing in front of is the only one in my house and it's in my living room. So literally my living room door is like right in front of me, so you walk in and see this and it's a little bit manic, and for someone who doesn't like clutter, like one of the first things people see when they walk in here is this crazy cluttered bookshelf. So I would really like to get on top of that. It's not only books that are making a mess here, but I have a habit of like stashing little bits and bobs. Like that's my dog's Kong. I don't even know why it's sitting on my bookshelf. So today we're gonna clear it, get rid of some books, clear some space and get all of this cluttered nonsense off of the bookshelf. But before we get stuck in, as always, if you wouldn't mind please giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps me and the channel out, and it also really helps if you subscribe. I know I get a lot of people who come along and watch videos and don't subscribe, but if you subscribe it really will help my channel out, so please do that if you haven't already. This is Mel of the future who has gone through her bookcase. I also just wanted to add in a little giveaway into this video. So basically, probably back whenever I was originally doing YouTube, I think I had said that I would do a giveaway, and I have 2 editions of Bear, which is a poetry collection by Chrissy Williams. And yeah, I just decided why not give them away in this video. All you have to do is leave any kind of comment below, anything at all. You can say have a nice day, you can say whoa your books are shit, you can say whatever the hell you want, and you will be entered into this giveaway. And the winner will be announced, I guess, in like 2 weeks time, let's say. So leave any comment that you like below. It can be an emoji, anything, whatever, and subscribe to the channel and you will be entered to win this collection of poetry, Bear by Chrissy Williams, which is actually one of my favorite collections. It's really well written, and yeah, there you go. So as always, I've got my trusty ginger beer to keep me going through this process. This is probably going to be the hardest one for me, I think. I can't think of anything else that's going to be more difficult than going through books and getting rid of stuff. And you know, I'm always the one who advocates like don't get rid of things if you love them, but even I know there's stuff here that just shouldn't be here anymore. It's sitting gathering dust whenever it could be in somebody else's hands being read. It could be living its life elsewhere, and at the minute it's just dying a death in the middle of my bookshelf. Let me know in the comments, what's the hardest thing for you to declutter? Is it books? Is it games? Is it, I don't know, little keepsakes? For me, this is definitely going to be the hardest one. So what I'm going to do is spin you guys around, give you a proper look-see of this bookcase as it is now, and then we're going to get stuck in and do some decluttering. And I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to give away some of this stuff. Some of it's like uni books and stuff, so I might end up selling them. Like I know there's sites like, I think Music Magpie actually takes books. I don't know, we'll have a think through that at the end, and if I do decide to sell things like I did in the games video, I'll let you know how much I got. Like I got like £100 for the games, so who knows, maybe I'll get something worthwhile from these. Okay, so I'm just going to spin you guys around now so you can see the bookcase. So this is the bookcase as is. There's definitely some genres going on. So these are like up here we have like books that I have from when I was a kid. These are like little Goosebumps collection. Probably won't be touching that today because those are things that I've hung on to. Music books from uni, biographies and non-fiction, a chessboard, why is that there? Cookbooks. Yeah, so this is all fiction and then more fiction, and like I hate this. I hate that I have like books set on top, like this is driving me mad. Star Trek playing cards. A llama that my friend got me. It's actually this is actually a Christmas decoration, and I think I forgot to put it away with the Christmas stuff when we were packing it all away, so his home has just been on the bookshelf, but we'll put him away today, I think. So yeah, I think we've moved on to, yeah, this is like sci-fi. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, and then here we've got some more kind of like non-fiction-y but big books, and then moving across to random science, this is like non-fiction science. Like I said at the start, there's definitely categories. There doesn't really seem to be as I go through this. And then underneath is CDs. So we're not touching these CDs. These are staying. If anything, I'm actually going to try and make some room for CDs on these shelves so it doesn't look quite so cluttered. And there's my ginger beer, of course, trusty ginger beer CD I've been currently listening to. And then these are my currently reading books. I'm going to give them their home today just so they don't get left out. So I'm currently reading Stephen King Needful Things, just trying to finish it. I'm actually like quite a bit of the way through. And How to Live in a Van and Travel by Mike Hudson. Okay, so, and then these are like overflow CDs that don't have a home, so like I said, I'm going to try and make space for these today. And this is our big sound setup. This is actually, this big credenza is actually like a record player as well. There's speakers there and there. It doesn't really get used that much because I think it needs fixed, but we'll probably fix it eventually. But this record player we do use, and this sound system we use an awful lot. So I think the way I'm going to declutter this today is very similar to how I did the game collection. So everything's quite easy to see, easy to reach. So I'm going to kind of go through and take stuff that I'm prepared to get rid of and leave it all over on the sofa. If you have books that are like double layered and you can't see anything properly, once again, recommend taking everything out, at least so that you can see everything clearly and going through it that way. I'm just doing it this way because everything is very easy to see. I can see what these books are and make my mind up on that. So yeah, here we go. Get rid of some books. Do the bookshelf dance. I'm getting through this brightly. I've done the top two shelves. I'm just in the middle of sorting through these now, so I'm stopping for, of course, a bit of a ginger beer break. And also I just wanted to show you, like, everybody probably has books that are like their prized books that they would never ever get rid of, and I thought I'd take a quick second to show you mine. So these are the Lord of the Rings. This is the big special edition, and then I have the Hobbit special edition. These are very, very special to me. My dad got me both of these, and these are ones that I just won't be parting with. So I actually have, if you can see there, the 3 stacked on top. That's my original Lord of the Rings that I read whenever I was a kid. So back when we were kids, my parents like really encouraged reading. They always read to us going to bed, bought us books. Like at the weekend we always got a book, and that's why my sister and I think probably both developed that habit, and both are very avid readers. Her actually probably more so than me. And back then I remember whenever we got the Lord of the Rings books, we each had, I think, a set. My dad was like, whoever gets through them first will get a $5 from me. And me being like super competitive, and still am this way, I just gobbled those books up, got right through, and of course got my $5. Yeah, The Hobbit in particular has a big place in my heart. Lord of the Rings collection in general does too. So yeah, just thought I would show you guys my little super special editions that I'm very much never going to part with. So I had to just stop and take another quick video here because this really made me laugh. So I was telling you guys about these Lord of the Rings collections that I read whenever I was a kid. I must have been a teen whenever I went through them, because I opened this one up, right, and I used to be obsessed with Orlando Bloom whenever I was younger, and Legolas. I had this full like Legolas door poster, and look at these little bookmarks that I found. So there's the Orlando Bloom one. This one says, "I'm too sexy for the ring." Like, how absolutely cringy is that? Yeah, I used to have Orlando Bloom all over my folder at school, and I was obsessed with him. And yeah, I just thought that was quite funny. Bookcase as it stands. I went through those big books. I didn't really see the need to take those out. I just went through them, kind of reordered them a little bit, and same with some of these science non-fiction section. Did the same kind of thing. So now I'm going to turn you around and show you the massive amount of books that I now have to sort through. This little section here is like notebooks and tablets and things. I think I'll figure out where those go at the end. This is all stuff that I'm going to get rid of, maybe sell, I don't know, we'll see. This stuff I've still to kind of go through. I'll go through it on the way of tidying this stuff up. And then this is the stuff that I think I'm going to keep. Again, I'll know more the second time as I'm putting them away, so gonna put everything away now, and we'll see what's left at the end. Okay, so after 2 cans of ginger beer, a couple of hours, and a good thorough sorting, we are finally done. So what I'm gonna do before I show you guys the finished bookshelf is I'm gonna spin you around and show you all the stuff that I've got rid of and where it is going, etc. This little pile here is stuff that I've traded into Music Magpie that was worthwhile. If anything was like going super cheap on there, I was like, no, I'll trade it in for more books. This little pile here I'm going to eBay. There's not a huge selection, but I think some of them will do quite well on eBay. And this pile here I'm going to bring to my local bookstore. It's like a used bookstore, and I will exchange them there. It's a place called Bookends, if you've ever been there. So I will trade all these in there and get a little voucher hopefully, so I can get some new books when I need them. And now I will show you guys the bookshelf. not notice a massive difference, but I do. What I've done is I've actually pulled all the books forward so that there's no space on the shelf for me to just put rubbish and stack it there. So I'll actually move back so you can kind of see the whole thing a little bit better. So like, look at all of this, the room, and here as well. So I've just kind of put this there to hold all those other books up and stop them falling. It's that little chessboard which shouldn't really be there, but whenever I get new books and stuff, that'll go. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Like, we've got the same kind of sections, sort of. Like up here it's still kids books, then it's like biographies. I've moved the non-fiction and like science books up to here. There's some crafting and like 1 or 2 cookbooks I think left over here. Then I've got some notebooks, some poetry, fiction, and I kind of put fantasy, horror and sci-fi just into one thing, done by author pretty much. And then these big books, can't really move them too much, so they're going to stay there. And I've just put the Rubik's Cube and the Donut Money box there for now, just because otherwise it would look pretty bare. But I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. I mean, it could be tighter, there could be less, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? I quite enjoyed finding all these things that I've been using as bookmarks. Well, some of them are actual bookmarks, but then this I've been using like $1 as a bookmark, so one of the books that I was reading. So yeah, this is it, and I'm pretty content with that. So thank you guys for making it this far into the video. If you have, don't forget to give this video a like, as well as a comment, and subscribe for your chance to win this little poetry collection, Bear by Chrissy Williams. It is really a good collection. So like I said, all you have to do is comment anything and subscribe to the channel to be entered into that draw, and I'll do it in about 2 weeks time. So I'm pretty happy with how this bookshelf turned out in the end after all that effort, after putting it off for a really long time. I am glad and feel so much better that it's done, and that's something to really take away from this. If you've been putting something off, like it is on your mind, like just try and get it done, get through it. If you have something that you find really challenging to declutter, just go in and do it. Believe me, you'll feel 10 billion times better at the end of it, mentally and all that good stuff. Let me know if there's anything that you need to declutter that you're struggling with. Maybe I could make a video on that and help you guys out. Leave that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.
I'll raise a glass to you, and you'll raise a glass to me, and when they're half full, we'll top them up